Okay, let's get this going. Alright. Good enough. Okay, I think that's everything we need. I don't think we're missing anything, but we could be. Hobby. Let's get this thing done. No idea what we're gonna do or how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna figure it out. Alrighty. Moving along, singing a song. What the heck just happened? I don't know. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I hope. Let's make sure. Everything should be caught up. We should be sleeping in our bed. Yes, we are. Okay, good job. There's our chat window. Okay. And if I go to the chat window, okay, well, we can turn off this, we're going to start right now. We can turn this off. And let's go ahead and put our wallpaper back on for now. Do we have a different wallpaper than that one? Hello, XONTJ Gaming. How are you doing? How do I pronounce that anyway? Exontaj? I don't know how to pronounce that. How are we doing today? Welcome to the stream. Where are we going? I don't see my thumbnail that I wanted to use in here. I think I've lost it. But I thought I had a thumbnail in here that was for this specifically. And now I can't find it. Alright, well then we'll keep the one we've got. I don't think I've got a better one for the chat window right now. There's no point in messing around with that. Okay, well that one won't work. It's too bright. We already figured that out. I can barely read anything anybody's doing. Alrighty, so let's show you what we're up to today. We have got to put the roof on this. We've got to finish this lighthouse. This is the final stream of Philosophy Season SMP Season 5. And let's maybe not go out with a bang, but let's not go out with a whimper. All right, I think I've got my blocks on me. I think I've got some over here. Let's make sure we're all ready to go. I don't want to be looking for supplies. Let me know if there are any technical issues. If the music's too loud or too quiet, if the screen's not, looking right, if I have anything at all that I missed. I'm not 100% on my game today, so just please bear with me and I apologize. All right, where do I have all of my blocks stashed? Did I stick them all in here or did I put them somewhere else? I don't know where I put my blocks and I don't believe I used them all, but that's fine. We'll just grab what we need here and make the best of it. Probably need at least 3 stacks of those. We can put the boat and the leads in here. We won't need them. We don't need an extra crafting table. Let's go ahead and do up these planks. We need lots and lots of planks because what we're going to sketch out now is going to be I do want the extra crafting table for up above. 2 fish. Oh my goodness. I'm going to starve to death. We better go get some food before we get too far. Give me med kit. Be like one of those first-person shooter games where you inject yourself with something and I'm fine now. We need some food. It's been rough. There's stuff I should probably talk to you guys about, but it's been rough. And it's only going to get rougher. It's not fun. And I got some decisions that I've got to make, and I'm not ready to make them just yet. I don't even know what I want to make. But I'm not going to think about that right now. I'm just going to have fun up here building. Maybe I'll do a Lost on the Way video or something, although those never really go over very well, but I could kind of fill everybody in on everything that way. That'd be one way to do it. Said, oh my goodness. Apparently I've forgotten how to walk around here. Okay, we got snow. That's one of the disadvantages of living out here in the cold, frozen north. So what are you up to today, X-Zone TJ Gaming? Okay, so I need to figure this out. So this is the edge. Man, I cannot make hide nor hair of any of this. Let's get rid of the snow. That won't take too long. Should make a snow golem and let it cruise around up here a little bit. So am I filling in? No, yeah, I am, because we're not doing the rest of the steps right now. But why didn't I? Did I run out of blocks? Is that why I didn't fill it in? I don't remember. Anybody remember why I didn't fill this in last time? But we'll fill it in now. And then right here along this edge, that's where we are going to place the next few blocks that are going to become the dome and the lighting chambers for our lighthouse. I'm not sure what lighting type fixtures we're going to use yet, because I don't have access to sea lanterns I don't have access to much other than basically glowstone and maybe those fungus lights. And that's about all I've got. So please play Okaeri. You'll have to let me know. Is that a game? Is that particular music that you want me to play? I don't know what Okaeri is. So you'll have to tell me because that does not know. If it's a game, I'll look at it, put it on my list if it's one I'm interested in, but if it's a music, I have to be careful because I can only do the stuff that I have copyright, it's copyright free or I have permission to use. We're not allowed to put on music that we don't have the copyright permissions for. Or the copyright police will spank us, and they're very, very mean. And then after the copyright police are done spanking us, the YouTube police will spank us, so then we're really in trouble. I think that will work, but don't quote me. Look at all these snowballs. Should I throw a snowball at you guys? What do you think? Well, let's see if I can do this. Here we go. We're gonna separate, and now I'm standing here, and we're gonna throw a snowball at you. Can I even do this? All right, here we go. Throwing. Oh, nope. No, up there. Almost. No, maybe close. Stand still. Stop moving around so much. There we go. Now I gotcha. All right. You guys have been snowball thrown. I bet you there's not very many streamers that are throwing a snowball at you, huh? That's gotta be a first. Really love this free cam mod. Shout out to the developers of it. You guys are awesome. Don't know why it took me so long to finally get around to using this silly thing. We're going to take these snowballs and dump them downstairs. Just going to remove some of the snow along the edges here so I can get a better feel for where I'm designing things. I'll look at your comment here in a minute, see if you've told me what this Xaero or however it's pronounced is, so I can go look for it. I usually get my games from the Epic Games Store because I can get free games from them, and this is not a plug. I'm not, supported by them at all, but that's normally where I get my games from because I usually find some free titles there, and I have bought a few titles as well. I don't know how far we're going to get on this. We might work on this a little offline. Ari tells me he's going to give me access to the world download. So I might be able to finish some things out here. I don't know if I want to or not. I'll be deciding that. I don't think I'll stream this world live again, though. I don't think that's going to happen again. But I'm not sure. I'm not going to say one way or the other because I don't know right now. All right, let's go see if we've left a bed for myself anywhere. Because we need to sleep. It's nighttime. I think I've got one over here somewhere. Probably second floor. I haven't figured out how we're going to get into the second floor yet, have we? Yeah, because that's way over there. And then what I did with this other one is I just kind of did this. I don't know if that's the best solution right now, but we'll just do this right now because I don't know any better solution at the moment. Ah, we've got visitors. They're all dressed for Halloween. That's not even Halloween at the moment. Now the question is, where is this guy? Where is he hiding at? Oh, we don't have a bed here either. Wonderful. Okay, let me see. Well, I don't know what okay is. You have to tell me, man. I have no idea what that is. You have to educate me. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right. Would I be guessing correctly if I said that? I mean, I can Google it. Ah, we've got a skeleton. Hello, sir. How are we doing today? Goodbye. I don't have a bed with me, so let's go find out where I put my bed because I have no idea where it is right now. And then I'll look up this stuff that you want me to look up. I don't believe I stuck the bed in here. Doesn't look like it. No bed. Let's give myself some more torches. I think we need those. Arrows. Cool. I love the little frowny emoji. I feel like I'm being scolded. All right, I gotta go find me a bed really quick and put that over there. Find me some wool, and then I'll look that up. Can't be running around during the dark times with all the bad guys. There we go. Oh, there's a bed right on top of me. I didn't even see it. It's right there. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. That's what my grandma used to say. All right, I'm looking it up. It is pronounced Oka Erie, or it's spelled Oka Erie. I got another cup of coffee, man. It's not enough. Ah, it's a band. Okay. And it looks like it's not a band. The band is a Yeka. I'll tell you what, after the stream, I will give Ayeka a listen, and if I like what they're doing, I will put a link in my Discord. Can't play it over the stream though because that's not allowed, unless they're copyright-free music, which I assume they are not. Can ROM English color-coded lyrics. Okay, well, I've got it here in my search. I'll add it for later. Looks like it's a female singer. Is it a female band? You'll have to tell me. I don't know. I was only familiar with one group. It was the group that did the background music for Ghost in the Shell. Can't remember their name now, but I was really into their stuff because they did really good with the Ghost in the Shell music. The animated series, not the movies or anything. All right, back up we go. Let's get this thing done. We need to get it fixed up, put up before the rain or the snow comes again. So apparently it means welcome home in Japanese. That's a word I never learned. I was trying to teach myself Japanese there for a little while. Now, what I can do for you, even though I can't help you with playing copyrighted music, there is one thing I can do. I can see if there's any type of copyright-free J-pop type stuff at my streaming service and temporarily change it to that. So I will look up and see if I can find anything at all there. All right, we shouldn't have any more problems with spawning up here. We can't spend a lot of time looking, but I'll spend a little bit. I will go here to, is there a search? I thought there was a search box around here somewhere. I am not finding a search box. Likes, history, following, charts, genres, moods. This is not helpful. I need a search box, folks. Ah. All right, J-pop. What do we got? Anything at all? I can do anime pop, and I can do J-City pop. I will play you some anime pop, Exxon TJ, assuming you are still there. I have my choice between Kawaii, J-City pop, anime pop, Shibuya Nights. I bet you I won't be able to stand this. But we'll try. Grimes AI. Yeah, it's going to be pretty terrible. Best I can do for you. Okay, so now what we got to do is figure out how we're going to do this. Yeah, I knew it was going to be terrible with Grimes AI for you. I'll turn that down a bit. Not too bad. I mean, I've heard worse. Okay, so I think I want the openings to probably be somewhere around the lines of right about here, but I don't know what to do with this part here. But that's what I'm thinking, is something along that. So let's do that. Get a kind of a layout going and figure out how we want to put this together. We got to find the pattern. You know how I always teach you guys to look for the patterns. So it's going to be some kind of a rounded arch kind of a situation here. I don't know if that's as good as your Okaeri, but I hope it's acceptable. Okay. Trying to figure out our shape. This is where the lights are going to shine out of. I think it needs to be a little bit taller. Because it's supposed to be shining its light, you know, way out over the ocean, right? Let's give that a try. We'll try that as my light here for this. So 3, 2, and then 3 over. And then, you know what? Let's give it a little pizzazz. Because we like pizzazz. Actually, let's give it a bit different. Well, yeah, but if I use, the only problem with using slabs is that it can present an issue to me later. Anywhere else we should use slabs to kind of even this out? I think just at the top is fine. Yeah, that seems good. All right, let's grab that block and get the next 3 done. All right, if you want me to switch to Kawaii, which I will only be able to tolerate for a few minutes. I've tried listening to it once before. I will put that on for you, but only for a few minutes. But I will have this on for now, if this will work. I did try the Shibuya Nights once, and I was not super keen on that album either, but it wasn't terrible. I don't remember. Don't remember it being terrible. Someday, maybe, depending on how things go. Maybe someday I can have a license for something like Pandora or something like that, where you can have like more copyrighted stuff. They've got all the permissions worked out. But we got to be careful with those permission things. I might not be quite wide enough, but I'm going to hope I am. I got to take a sip of coffee. I'm getting tired. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to seeing this thing completed. I hope it comes out awesome. Be a major accomplishment if I'm able to get it all done today. I would be quite pleased with that result. I don't believe I have anything that's like with the Japanese singing. I am curious to know if they have anything like that. I think it's all instrumental. Grateful to have access to Slip.stream though. They have provided some pretty decent music for me to use during my streams and made life a lot easier for me, overall. Having some music I can play and get into while I'm doing the streams. When you tain't got a budget, you need a cheap, inexpensive, but viable legal option, Okay, I believe this has to come off too, right? Okay. All right, let's go to bed. Got a bunch of zombie flesh out of this. Okay, so these are going to be the parts where were this a real lighthouse, the light would be rotating and shining in these directions. It's not a real lighthouse. I can't make moving stuff. But I think I've got the directions right, because this is shining straight out to sea, and this is shining straight out to sea over that way. And then this one probably would not, but there is sea over there, so there's water over there. And then this one would be shining over that way. I don't think you'd actually see a lighthouse in the cold frozen north like this, but then again, I don't know much about how lighthouses, where they're built or anything, so. Okay, so now we got to build the walls, and I'm trying to figure out, do I want like a dome? Is that what I want to do, or do I want to have some other kind of structure? I'm not sure. So let's just put up some blocks and tackle this issue after we put them up, because I don't know. I do know that I have to tie in my openings here, so that I do have to do. And then I know we have to texture this, and I'm thinking I might be using copper, but I don't have any copper aged at the moment. So it'd just be, you know, copper that would age on site, and then I would just have to wax it. I think that would be the best play. First things first, though, we've got to figure out our shape. Okay, so I should have brought scaffolding. Let's go get my scaffolding, and I'll make this easier and quicker. We're gonna figure out this part here and then work our way down as the roof, I think. And I don't think I want it all that tall, so that will work out real good. Let me know in the chat if you're still there, Exxon TJ, and if you're not, I'm going to change the music because it's not particularly inspiring to me. I have it on for you, and I'll leave it on for you if you're there. But if you've left, then I'll put on something that fits me a little better. I'm kind of wanting some electro pop. Well, this track's kind of pretty, though. I should see what versions of pop they actually have over there. Well, I apologize that I was not able to fulfill your request. It appears you have either left or you're lurking, one of the two. So that was Anime Pop by Ellie at Slipstream. And now I'm looking up regular pop. Piano pop. How the heck could you have pop and piano? Spring Break. I did like that one. I'd listened to that before. Have I ever listened to the Staff Picks pop rock? And then there's another pop rock. Let's try this. I'm feeling a little poppy. All right, everything running correctly. Let's double check all of our ifs, ands, and we weren't on the screen. I thought for sure I'd taken it off the chatting. I'm sorry about that, man. If you were there and you left, I apologize. I told you I wasn't totally in on it today. I messed that up. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was a mistake and a half. Well. Alright, well, let's hope I don't do anything else like that today. I'm glad I checked it. Man, it took me long enough to get around to checking it. Okay, my volume is not too loud. That's good. Okay, so we're back in action. You guys can see the screen. I don't know how I managed to get stuck in chat, but I did. All right, so this is what we've created so far. We are here working. This is our last stream here on Philosophy SMP Season 5, and I'm just going to instruct that anybody watching the stream later skip it to this point. So I will check the counter and I'll put that in the chat so you can just skip all of my mistake part earlier. Apologize for that. But here we are, and all I'm doing is going around the edges here. I cleaned up the snow and I got rid of it, and then I went around the edges and I made my shapes where the lights would shine out if there was a little rotating light thing in here. So they're going to shine out that way, and over here as well. Over here is more towards the ocean, so that's good. I don't know why that isn't loaded in. I think I have to maybe use the boat to go over there, maybe. I don't know, but it needs to load in, but it's not. I guess I'll go back to some quieter music. This is too loud and hard to talk over, but yeah, so that's where I have all that. We're going to now put on the roof and try and match it into these walls. And I'm thinking about using copper for the walls. But I apologize. I am truly sorry that I did not have the game screen showing this whole time. I am not on my game today, so I apologize for that. And I'll put a timer skip in the chat for you. Make it a little easier so you can get right to the stuff where I'm actually on the screen. I even threw some snowballs at you guys and you didn't get to see it. I apologize again for that too. But we're not going to keep dwelling on that. Let's get to work. Okay, so we thought, let's put on some quieter music. That's too loud and hard to talk over. Let's see. I think we were on Deeply Chill, so we're going to go back there. And we'll leave it on Deeply Chill for now so we can get our work done. Okay, let's get the scaffolding up and get this roof on here. Gotta figure out the best way to get up here. I think what I want to do for the roof, man, I'm gonna be beating myself up over that for I don't know how long that's gonna take me to get over that one. I usually remember to check sooner too. Glad that I did remember finally. Well, we do the best we can. Alright, I think here in the middle we want it to peak a little bit because we want it to have kind of like a point maybe. Probably be where we would have a lightning rod. Thought we'd use copper here, so we're going to be using copper, I think, at some point along this. Now, here is the next question. Do I want this perhaps to go up something like this? Yeah. Do I want it any higher than that? Do we want to have like, you know what, let's go ahead and figure out a round design here. A dome, as it were. Let's try to figure this out. We don't want too big of a dome. We know that much. We don't need it to be super high. How about that? Let's give that a try and see how that looks. If we don't like it, we will change it. We'll finish this out. And then we will see what we have when we're all done. And we ran out of blocks, so we're going to have to go get some more. But we're going to have some blocks when we cut these ones in the bottom out. So let's grab those. We'll go to sleep here in a second. I know that there are certain people that don't like me sleeping all the time. But I got to get my beauty rest, man. I'm just going to tell myself if that was the worst I do all day today, then I'm doing all right. I don't really believe it, but I'll still keep trying to sell it to myself. All right, let's see how far we can get with that. Now, we know that some of my stuff probably fell down a level or two through this hole. So, let's see if we can figure out where exactly these items are. I'm learning to use this dot here. It gets brighter when you're closer to stuff, which is kind of a cool. Might as well go down and grab some more wood while we're at it. All right, nothing in there. Well, wherever those last blocks went, I'm not finding them. Let's grab some wood here. Maybe they're up above somewhere. Oh, okay, so let us grab these here real quick. That looks pretty good. I like the shape of that. I think it's going to work, man. All right, we'll do the same thing over here. This is trickier because we're right above the steps. Oh, poop. How does B-dubs do that? He jumps on top of it and manages to get it to place underneath him. What does he do? Crouch? You have to crouch place. You guys do not want to know how difficult that is for me to do. I really just have not made things easy on myself, have I? Can I make this jump? I don't think so, but I'll try. Hey, what do you know? Okay, dome is in place, and now we move on to the next project. And I need to make sure that you guys aren't again having problems with me not showing the screen. Everything's looking good. Okay, got it right finally. Man, what a terrible way to end the season on with mistakes like that. Tell you what. Okay. Okay, dome is in place, and now we'll wrap the dome into the walls. We now have our frame that we can hang our shape on. I think it's going to look really good when it's all done. But the question is, can I figure it out how we're going to tie all this together? Because right now I don't have a clue, and I don't know where I should start from. Let's start from the top. I'm not sure what I want to do here or how I want to do it, but we'll figure it out. All right, hopefully we have enough blocks to get through this. All right, now I don't want to always be matching everything out pattern-wise. I mean, I do want to use some different kind of blocks and things. So I think what I want to do is I want to go to the edge of these, and I want to try to create like a circle. I think that's the best solution. And if we can create a circle, we can figure out how these other parts are going to tie together. And we just do that through the rest of them, and it should come out pretty good. Can't guarantee anything at this point, but we can try. So that's what a circle nets me. Not a very rounded shape. Not sure that there's a way I can improve it any. Yeah, that doesn't look any better. So we're just going to have to stick with the not very rounded shape, but that's okay. I think it's going to come out all right. All right. Now this next one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to run it one to each side, but the shape on this one should be slightly different. And then the texture we're going to use for this, I think I had mangrove thought up for it, something red or nether brick. I hadn't totally decided yet, but that's kind of what I was leaning towards, I think. Hey, don't you do that. I need my block. There we go. More conventional circle shape here. So that's good. We'll run down and get my blocks, hopefully before they all vanish. And see if we're getting on the right track or if we need to make some adjustments somewhere. That sure used up a lot of blocks. But the good news is we haven't fallen off yet. So that's something. Says there's one more block over here somewhere. Okay, we've got the dome in place. Now the hard part is tying it all in. We've got that part in place. We have to figure out how these are going to tie into the other things. Grab myself a bite of fishy. Alright, and then we got to do some texturing. We get all this figured out, we're doing texturing. So my guess is that this one here is going to also need to be done. And we'll just kind of venture around and follow around the edge of this other circle that we're going to do all the way around. All right, last bit. And we're just about out of blocks again. My coffee is cold. All right, so we've got some of these outside points that we want to remove. Might be removing too many. I won't know until I look from the bottom. Could use our camera mod, I suppose. Let's see what our camera mod. Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how I'm even setting those waypoints. Nope, that's correct. It's a funny looking dome, and we might need to make some adjustments to it. But it is correct. Alright, I don't know how to get rid of that waypoint. Alright, next question. Do we want to use stairs or do we want to use something else for these gaps? That's a very good question. I don't know. Pick up all of our blocks before they go away. Says we've got a block out here somewhere. Got it. Okay. And then two more over here somewhere. Ah. I see you. Okay, so dome is coming along. Now I gotta fill in these walls. We gotta figure out how to match these walls here to our frame. I think I'm gonna try working on it from the inside here. Get myself up a little tiny bit of height. Okay, what would be the best approach? Should we go inside by one or should we go on the outside by one? Gonna be tough, but we gotta make a decision. I do wish my mouse cursor worked better. Alright, then that leaves us with this part of the wall here. Almost sounds like church music right here, man. Alright, well, I don't like this part here. So let's get a view of this. That works. Okay, that's perfection right there, except that we need to fill in this one hole over here, but I don't know how we're supposed to fill it in. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Okay. Alright, how do we like what we've got on the inside of this? There's that Y shape. I'm doing a tutorial for you guys at some point that kind of explains all of this, but there's that shape in the middle that we're looking for a rounded part. So that will work great. All right, let's see if we can repeat that over here. Alrighty, that should do it. Oh, my coffee is not strong enough. All right, well, now the next part is going to be figuring out inside of this the array and the framework. That will have to be copper, even if I don't do copper on the outside. I need the array and framework for the lighting, where the lighting is going to eventually be. But at least I'm starting to see the pattern for this part, so that's coming along finally. Yeah, I think that does it. That one's in. All right, we might open these up a little tiny bit more. Because the more I look at it, the more I think, you know, these are not quite big enough. What do I think of that? I almost wonder if I want to do, does that look better if I do it that way? Not really. But that does help our size a little bit doing this. And then I got to figure out what we're going to do about the wall top here on the floor. That's got to be different too. Last one. Uh-oh, we ran out of blocks right at the finish line here. Do I have any extra blocks anywhere? Alright, well, let's go down and get some more blocks. I don't think I'll need the stair steps. I think I'll try to get in either the copper or the netherite. I think it's going to be the nether brick is what I'm going to use for the roof. I think. So I'll just bring that in and start phasing the roof into what we're going to have it be. We'll leave one slab of that there. Oh, we got some more zombie flesh. How wonderful. Oh, that's my, I've got my spruce. You can see it way out there. It's kind of interesting. Little spruce I planted. Okay, so I believe that that now encompasses the entirety of this. All right, we hadn't decided what the floor is going to be yet. Those are big enough, I think, for our array that we're going to put in the middle of this here. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this. Do we keep this or do we get rid of this? This little star-shaped thing here in the middle. Not sure, but for right now, we'll just throw a couple of slabs in it. All right, let's get the netherite, and then I think one more thing we should do is figure out where the lenses are going to be. Should have a central column. Yeah, so let's go get some blocks. We need some copper blocks. We need some lighting. I don't know what all I have set aside, but let's go see what I can get. I'd like to get the light array in place before continuing any further, so that's what we're going to focus on. And I think I have plenty of copper blocks, so. Got my axe. It does need to be fixed up a bit, so we'll work on that too. Alright, I'm not going to get any wax yet. What I'm going to do instead is just kind of wax it as well. Maybe I will wax the internal ones because they shouldn't be. But look at all of these. We got plenty here. I got all this cut copper now. Is that the same as the yeah, this ought to do it. Okay, yeah. Alright, so what we need now is some lighting. We need to have lots of lighting, and it needs to be vast amounts. This 15 glowstone ain't gonna cut it, and I'm not even sure it's the right kind of lighting. What we would prefer would be sea lanterns, but that would be risky and dangerous to try to get. And then I don't know how to do the frog lights in any quick kind of a fashion. There are cut copper lanterns now, but I don't think they're available at this stage of the game. Let's check our ingredients things. Yeah. Alright, so let's grab some wax and we'll toss it in our chest, and we've got to venture into the nether, and I guess we're just going to have to use glowstone for now because we don't have anything else. Alright, so we'll really quickly jump into bed, toss this stuff in our chest, and go and look for some glowstone in the nether. It's the quickest, cheapest, dirtiest, block light source I can get at the moment. I don't think there's anywhere I can get any of the other kinds of lights. We could check out Ray Cactus's base. We'd have to pay him extensively, but as we're at the end of the server, he probably wouldn't mind. Let's grab a stack of diamonds. And we'll go look for some supplies. Alright. And what we're going to do here is we're going to see if Mr. Ray Cactus has some lighting I can buy from him. Hopefully he won't mind if I do. It's going to take me a minute though to figure out how to get into his down below area. I always get kind of lost. There we are. I wonder how Ray Cactus is doing. He's got glowstone. I don't think anybody managed to get any of the sea lanterns or any of the farms going for glow lights or any of that stuff. He did really good on armor trims, I'll give him that. My goodness, far better than I've done on that. Ray Cactus is even more of a grinder than I am, and I'm pretty proud of myself for my grinding abilities, but I didn't get anywhere near these many resources. So the best I could do here would be to buy some glowstone off of them. Doesn't appear to have any other kind of lighting that we could utilize. Wonder how many farms he's set up to get all this stuff. I guess if you feed magma cubes, although I don't know how you do it, but I guess if you feed magma cubes to the frogs, you get the frog lights. He found some sniffer eggs. That's cool. I never even found one of those yet. That's something on my to-do list. I gotta find a sniffer egg, man. Oh, wait a minute. We got some sea lanterns. We got a whole stack of them. But these are hard to get. And how do you even make a sea lantern? Let me check that really quick. I need to pay him extensively, even though he's probably not going to be here anymore. If I'm going to grab those away from him when they're so hard to get and farm, I really need to pay good. He's even made it into the end. I haven't even managed to do that this time around. Alright, let's see if it shows me how I can make a sea lantern, because I don't remember how you'd even make these. Apparently I don't have the resources for this. Can I place a block here, or is it all claimed out on me? Is it this? And that just makes a prismarine block. Okay. And what does this do? Nothing. What does this do? Alright, let's see if I can find a tutorial real quick online about how to make, because I don't know if 64 is going to be enough. I'm not sure if I like blue light, but it's probably the best that I can do. It says 4 prismarine shards and 5. Oh, okay, I see the pattern. Okay. And then I don't know how you get the prismarine shards, but I get it now. I knew that there had to be some way of constructing these together to get. But I've never really played with these. I've never done like Black Belt right now is doing a farm, and I've never done that. So that's all new to me. And I will leave a very large payment to Ray Cactus. I don't think we're going to be able to get by with just that little bit, but we're going to try to make it work. I gotta find that chest. I'm gonna give him my whole stack of diamonds. I know that seems a little ridiculous, but I feel kind of bad because I'm not really asking permission. I'm just kind of taking, and I don't know what else I can do. I need something to really quickly at least kind of get an idea for the lighting that we're trying to do there. So I'm giving him a whole stack of diamonds. And hopefully that will be considered to be good enough payment for now, and I can do something else maybe next season if Ray Cactus will join us. I'm assuming he will be. And I'm assuming, of course, that I will be there. I don't know yet. I think that's it. That's all we can grab from here, so we'll have to make 64 sea lanterns work. Now this must be a super smelter, his design. Yes. I want to study this really quickly. And then he has a lava farm, probably has lava above that to create that. Okay, I got you. Nice. Really nice. A lot I have to learn. This line of cest is for sir, huh? Diamonds and villagers, diamonds and villagers. Okay, well, we're headed home now, and we'll try to make it work with what we've got. And we're back. Checking the stream, making sure everything's working. Looks good. Checking online, make sure everything's working. Alright, looks like everything is up and running. It's struggling to load in the world for me, so let's go down here and help it do so. Alright, a Ray Cactus, if you ever catch this stream and you want more than just the stack of diamonds I gave you the last season, then let me know. I'll owe you one favor. If we're together in season 6 of Philosophy SMP. I will pay that favor. Alright, so for right now, I'm going to go over here and try to grab one last bit of wax. Didn't generate yet because I wasn't here, so it probably didn't load in. Alright, everything else loaded in? Nope, we're still loading in parts. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and find my bed upstairs over here, and we'll get the framing in for these lights that we're going to have here. That would be shining out of our lighthouse. Were this a real functioning lighthouse? It's going to be pretty bright. I got to try to limit it. I can do 16 per panel, basically. So if I'm trying to do any more than 16 per panel, it won't work. So I got to have, essentially I've got to have 4 equivalent stacks, and that is all that I can use per panel. Because that's all I've got. I can put, you know, some glass in front of it. I can put some other things around it, but it's just basically going to be 17 really. Okay. So let's see what kind of a frame job and thing can we create with 17 sea lanterns. I should probably pay even a little bit more than what I did, but I think a favor as well as my payment should be good. How far back do we want to go? Oh, and let's get rid of this here too while we're at it. Looks a little awkward. So we'll get rid of this. And yeah, let's go ahead and put in, grab a stack of wood really quick and put that in there. Should have grabbed it on my way up, but I wasn't thinking clearly. To get the frame in, then we'll figure out about where we want to put on the roof and get that ready to go. I'd like to end it on getting this idea of this lighthouse in, then we'll take some screenshots. It won't be completely done yet, but it'll be mostly in place. The idea of it will be there, and that'll be good enough for now. I did not know how to add or remove these waypoints with that free cam. The buttons I pressed don't seem to do anything or work. And I checked the shortcut keys. I've got some more learning to do on that program for sure. Okay, let's get rid of you as well. All right, and we don't want the torches here. We're going to have some really bright lights in a second, so. I'm thinking perhaps a space of 2 from the opening, maybe here. And then I think we will follow the opening to some extent. But I have to do a temporary fill with wood blocks and count it out and get exact on how many we have. This track reminds me of playing Myst 3. So this track reminds me of. I love that noise that these things make when they break. I think that's cool. And already the oxidation begins. We're going to leave a little oxidation. I think that would make sense. After all, we are in a drafty, open kind of an area up here. No, I think actually, yeah, because I think that the actual lighting should probably follow. All right, let's see. Oh, that's cool how that matches right up with that too. Let's see how many blocks that is, 'cause I think that's more than 17. That's 17 right there. If I did that, that's 18. So I'm going to start by narrowing it a bit. I have to make these smaller than I wanted because I only have so many blocks to work with, so. And we'll see how far my blocks get me with this design. Okay, I think I've got all of my blocks back. Kind of ugly, shape-wise. But with these few blocks and what I have to work with, I really can't make it much better than that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So that's 11. So that's actually, I would say, a bit too small, and I'm trying to figure out what I could do. Maybe I could come up with more of a rounded shape that would look a little better. Maybe. So that'll be 3, 6, 9, 12. That'll be about 13 or so for that shape. And then what if we did, hello, Black Belt, welcome to the stream. I am disappointed in myself, sir. I was sitting here playing with you. I had one person watching the stream. I was playing with them and everything, and then I realized that I didn't have the game screen on. So I'm going to be beating myself up over that one for a little while. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're not making big mistakes like I am. We're trying to find the shape for the frame for what will be eventually our light. We bought, but technically stole some items from Ray Cactus. We did pay for them, but we didn't ask for permission to take them, so it's stealing. Even if we did pay for it. But I didn't have a choice. I didn't have anything else better to use for lighting. 5, 10, 15. So this would come to 18, which is one more than what we currently can use. We have to make this a little bit smaller, and then we can do it. Yeah, but I don't like that. So 18 is about what I like. I'm just going to have to find a way to skimp on one of the blocks somewhere. Somehow. Not sure how just yet. Let's go to sleep before the dark and all the critters come after me. So how are you today, Black Belt? You're good? Okay. I think I already asked. I'm not on my game at all today. I apologize. I'm way out of it. So apologize in advance. It's nice to see you. Thank you for joining, man. Do we want them right here or do we want them further back? I think we want them further back, folks. We got to use the silky or we lose all of our stuff. Not really liking how the lanterns look this time around. Must be the texture pack. I'm trying to think what the best approach here is, and what I'm wondering is if maybe we leave one out here in the bottom. Maybe there's a reason that we have one out there in the bottom. I don't know. But we'll leave one out from the bottom and then we'll put it there in the top. Okay, where did my block go? Oh, okay, it went into one of my other stacks. So, another month, man. Another month. And Blackfoot will officially be off the... Well, he's already officially off the market, but he'll officially be off the market. Here's a question. Do I want to have a super big, huge, giant frame around it, or do I want just like a 2? Is that going to be good enough? We don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. I've got enough cut copper here to deal with this. I do not have enough stuff to wax it, so it's going to weather a little bit in spots. So I think I'll wax these ones on the inside. Then the outside ones can weather as they should, giving us a bit of a different appearance. Oh yeah. All right, let's see how that looks from a distance. I'm sure it doesn't look great. I really don't like that bottom as it is, and it does feel like it needs to go up higher, if I'm honest. I'm gonna try something. But I do like how bright that is, and from a distance, it's probably going to blend together pretty good. And give the effect that we're looking for. But what I'm going to do... I'm going to raise it up a block. All right, now I've got to figure out how high we want this to go. 1 month until my wedding. Wow, that's... You gotta be excited, man. It's gotta be like butterflies in your stomach and, you know, like the best thing ever, you know, all at the same time. Okay, and again, it messed me up. How's your hardcore world going? I do have your world file in my list to watch. I just haven't gotten to watching it yet. but it is there. Okay, let's see if we like this. Okay, and we'll put this in place here. All right, I almost wonder if I shouldn't go further back because that's a real narrow walkway, but I think it's where it needs to be. I don't think it should be further back. I'm not 100% sure about the shape. I don't really like it, but I can't really do anything about it. I've got no more lanterns, and I got no more parts. I don't know how to get more parts. But that's doing its job like we wanted. I wish I could get that waypoint thing off the screen. Yeah, that feels pretty close to what we want. If we get some more lanterns before the server or maybe if I get the world file from Ari, I'll add 2 more right there and round that out a little bit. Right now it's kind of a sad shape, but it's best I can do. You're now over 2,100 days. Wow. That's a long time invested in that world, man. That is so cool. That and if you're getting married. Okay, well, folks, we found our first problem. Do you see where the problem is? Because of where the stairs are, there's no way for me to. So what I'm going to have to do is delete the stairs for right now. They're going to have to be changed into something else. I'm not sure what yet, but I will figure it out. What we'll do instead is this is the end of the platform. We'll probably have a ladder. And this is where it will come out at, and then this floor will be solid. I think that's probably the best way to do it. We won't probably have enough time to flesh out the stairwell like I wanted to, but it's on the to-do list for later. If I have access to the world file, I might, it might still do episodic content for the season, and then you'll see stuff like that coming in. I might do an episode where I just finish this out. I don't know. I'm not committing one way or the other right now. Darn snow. Gets into everything. Okay, so now we can work on this. Go to your controls and look for what you have the key bind set to and open the map settings. What am I looking for in the map settings, Black Belt? I don't understand the instructions. All right, now we have one additional issue. If we wanted to get inside here, I don't know how we would do it. I'll figure that out later. Probably have two ladders. The main ladder would probably come out here. You probably wouldn't be going inside the light array, so this will probably just get taken down. I think that'd be my best bet. So you can delete the waypoint. You think it's under map settings. The waypoint was set by FreeCam. And what I have under the FreeCam options. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate it, man. It's not a mini-map waypoint, I don't believe, although it could be. Let me see. It says B, which I didn't press. Is it a mini? Could it be or is it a waypoint? I think it's a waypoint from the FreeCam. Maybe not. Maybe you're right. Well, let's find that out then. Let's go to the map options. Where do I have this? Mini map settings is on Y. You're right. Somehow it was made. Okay, thank you. That was the correct solution. I thought it was a waypoint from FreeCam, but it wasn't. Because FreeCam said you could set waypoints with it, so I thought that's where it came from. But I was wrong. Not the first time I'll be wrong, and not the last time I'll be wrong, for sure. This is really cool, literally and figuratively. Thanks for looking out, man. So what do you think of my lighthouse? Does it have some hope as a lighthouse? Hopefully Ray Cactus will forgive me for stealing all his sea lanterns. Don't know how I'm going to wax the rest of these. I don't have any more wax. But we'll see. And we ran out of copper too, but I've got tons of that. All right, we have a total of 5 left. So I gotta figure out where I might put them. I want to see how this looks. I'm kind of curious now that it's all in place and we don't have the waypoint in the way. I mean, it ain't perfect by a long shot, but it gives the right impression, I think. All right, we need some lanterns or something on the outside of this, but for right now, we got torches. Bad guys are going to want to spawn wherever they can. I used to use the mini map a long time ago. Ah, I see. Yeah, I got some of you guys on it, or you guys got me on it, I remember. I can't play without the mini map. I get lost too easy. Alrighty, well, let's see if we can't figure the rest of this out. So we got a little narrow walkway so we can maintain the lights. And then I don't know how we're going to get back down now. Because we don't have a ladder in place yet. We have to figure that out too. Let's just burrow a hole here in one of these low sides that we're still working on. My pick is getting angry at me. Okay, so to get to the outside, we would want a walkway. We do not have enough planks at present to really extend anything out anywhere. But let's try this. So to get to the inside, if I were to poke a hole up into here, I think we'd be somewhere. Oh, we'd be in front of the light. Okay. And we could probably do that on each side, maybe. Put a little ladder right there, and then that's how we could get in and out and service and maintain it, maybe. Possibly. We'll get a ladder and see what we think of that. And then we need one from the inside, which we've got this started right here. But I don't think I want to leave the scaffolding in there because nobody would be using scaffolding in a lighthouse. So we'll figure out something else. Probably some kind of a ladder here as well. I think I'm going to get rid of the center scaffolding for now. Otherwise, we can't get to the inside of it, and we have to find a way to get to the inside of it, so. No slabs, we'll have to go get some. Major league game. Yeah, okay, I gotta go. Okay, catch you later, Black Belt. Thank you for joining and stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll just whip out one of those MLG moves. I'm sure I've got something like that I could do. Alright, let's get rid of these snowballs we don't need. And we'll keep 50 of these. We don't necessarily need the stairs right now. Okay, let's go cut up some more copper. I think I'm not going to keep these holes in the middle. I think I'm going to plug them in. But part of me likes that they're there because it gives you a sense of, you know, height and things going on. Hello, Barry. Welcome to the stream. You must have just got off work. Or maybe you don't work today? How are you doing? Pardon me for yawning. You're a 1% battery. Well, sorry to hear that, man. I'll pause my replay over here. That should help with the leg a little bit, maybe. Thank you for tuning in, though. I appreciate you dropping by and saying hi, dude. So before your battery dies, I'll show you what we've been doing. Check it out. We've got our lighthouse, the beginnings of it in place. We've got our frame in here for the light parts. I'm finishing up the frame right now. Pardon me for yawning again. I think that's as far as I'm going to get today, though. I really messed up the stream, so for the first half hour, I just didn't have it on the game. I was a bad boy, not on purpose. Ugh. Ooh, that's a lot. I didn't realize you get so much from it, just from, that's cool, I like that. Alrighty, back up the stairs we go. We're gonna finish the frame. Oh, we need a ladder. We need a ladder. We almost forgot. How are we gonna get up there if we don't have a ladder, huh? I cannot stop yawning. I don't know why. Maybe I need to breathe more. Alright, we've got piles. All the ladder anybody could ever want. We have available. We were using them for our tree till we found vein miner was working, and then we thought, well, we didn't need that anymore. I guess the next order of business will be to figure out some kind of a really cool railing. I was leaning towards like an iron railing, but I'm not sure that that's the best approach. Okay, we've got our way up. I do love the sound the copper makes when it breaks. It's one of my favorite blocks noises. Okay, last one. I wonder what blocks I might put in here that would make it maybe stand out a little more or be a little more than what it is. I'm not sure yet. Oh dear. I fell off. And I keep smacking my head against the ceiling. Okay, let's see what we can do here with this wax. Can we wax off this tarnish, or does that preserve where? I think we have to scrape it off, don't we? Well, that will take a lot of wax to get going. All right, now the next question is, do I want to have a glass block in front of this? Furthermore, do I want to have a tinted glass block in front of this, like a big lens? And I'm leaning towards I might. So let's go to sleep real quick. And we'll flush out. Let's first flush this out a little bit. I think this is as good a spot as any to try to lay out a platform down here. We might even have multiple trapdoors and ways to each individual lens. When we expand the stairs out, if we get a chance and we decide to actually do that, we will shrink this extra bit of material here that we've got on the sides right now. Alright, now I'm not sure how much of the stairwell we can do, but I think I can go this far. I think that's about right. The opening in alignment. Yeah, we could even go one over further if we wanted to, but we don't. I'm going to add stairs, or ladders rather, on each one of these. So that the design makes a little more sense, because you're going to want to clean and maintain and replace bulbs. And, you know, if this was a real lighthouse, you'd need to have the service materials. And then we'll figure out some way of getting people to the inside where the lenses are. I've got some ideas of what I'd like to do. Let's see if I can get something going here. First, of course, we fill this in. But what if we did something like this? Of course, we'll change the texture. I mean, that just makes sense, but what if? Let's see if we like that. That gives us like a bunch of different access points into this central service area, which you would expect to have, because you've got to be able to get in there, right? And it kind of matches the pattern that we were following all the way up here, so it's kind of neat that way too. maybe have some machinery in there later. Okay, now here's a question. Do we really want to have these extra pillars here? And I say no. Let's get rid of them. I got a little too aggressive. No, no, no. Wrong block. This axe is kind of deadly when it comes to wood. I just want to get this middle bit here. I almost wonder if I should leave a crafting table in here somewhere. I'll have to figure it out. Probably some kind of barrels, because you got to have some kind of cleaning going on. And then we'll take the steps, and instead of where they were before, now they're going to be right here. This is what's going to hold up our stuff. Now this is tricky right here. But I think we want a different design here, so let's figure that out real quick. All right, what if we did? No, bad boy. What if we did that? All right, there's our supports. And then we, of course, want plenty of lighting down here. We'll have lanterns eventually, but we don't have those right now. But workers need a lot of light, right? Now, do we want to add something like that to it? Keep falling down those stairs, man. All right, there we go. We now have these pillar looking things supporting the next floor and all of the lanterns. And of course, we'll have more pillars and supports along the sides because those things are heavy. So we want to make sure that they've got lots of support because they're so heavy. Maybe even some kind of a frame type of a thing going along. That might be good for them. I'm not sure. But that could be. Now, do I want to create kind of a star pattern here with a little flare, or putting in one of these maybe? Because now it's matching the star pattern that we had below. Got 4 left of these. I can add them, see what I think, but I don't think that's going to do anything now. Wonder if I want slabs or if I want full block. And then somewhere around here we will sit my extra crafting table. I think that will work. I'll put the extra crafting table right here. You know, that's something that you're probably going to use if you come up here, right? And we'll put some more lights in. Got a hole to fill right here. Good. We'll get some trap doors, and that will do it. Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to tell you that I have hooked up red, green, orange, and yellow, along with a little bit of onion. I fried up hamburgers, so you can take some of those peppers. I'm going to do them separately in the separate containers. The hamburger will be in one, and peppers will be in another. With peppers and onions will be in another, so that you can have that with your tortillas.
Okay.
Pardon me, I made some hamburger patties to go in the freezer. So there'll be that in the freezer, but that's as far as I'm going tonight. I don't think I can do any more. Not feeling too good.
I saw your note. Try to rest, and it sounds really good. Thank you for all the work you did.
Okay, I figure you can. I'm going to use some of that pepper mixture that I made, pepper and onions. Mix it with some rice.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about another recipe I'm going to try too.
Okay.
And not tonight.
Gotcha.
So don't worry about the fact there's so much of it.
Okay. I won't. Well, let's see about getting a railing up. Not much more we can do today. We're at our 2-hour mark. I'll go to maybe 3, but let's see about getting this railing in. And I think that'll be a good place to go to. I smell cooked peppers, and it's making me hungry. All right, let's figure this out. I think for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use... I just have a desire to use mangrove wood. So we're going to use mangrove railing and see about creating some kind of a railing with the mangrove fencing. Once I have the railing up, we'll get an idea if that is the right size that we want for it. And we'll get some glass really quick, and we'll put a front lens on our lenses here. Probably about out of storage capacity. Wouldn't doubt it. And I know a lot of these had to fall down below somewhere. I'm liking what we have here so far. Railing is a bit extensive. I mean, the walkway's a bit extensive out here. I don't know if I want to trim any more off of it or not. Yeah, let's narrow this down just a little bit before we continue. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, right? So it's 3 ones. Well, something ain't right there. There we go, I found it. Hello, King Hansu. Hey, welcome. How are you doing today? Okay, we need to figure out our sizing. So, I'm thinking. Yeah. Should be lined up right with this. So that should go right there. That should, so I know I've done that right. Right there. Right there. Okay. I will show you what we've been up to. We're just getting to a stopping point. But I'm going to stay with it for a little longer. I want to get this railing in. So it's cool to see you, man. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, we've got a bit of a malfunction here. This should be 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we've got it. Let's take a snooze and then I'll show you what we're doing. So how are you doing today? Let me know in the chat. Oh, we're about full on inventory. So this is what we've built. And we're going to put a railing up on it in a minute. And then we'll see about working on the roof. But our lighthouse is coming along as best we can make it, you know, considering what we're playing and everything. I decided the railing was too big, so I made it smaller, and I think I'm happier overall with this appearance. So that's what we've been up to. You want me to try an MLG, huh? You and somebody else that I know. I guarantee you I'm going to fail this. I don't do very good on these. Alright, here you go. There's no way that I just managed to get that. That doesn't happen. You gotta be seeing things. I must be using some fancy editing tricks, man. That's just not possible. That never happens. I usually end up killing myself. Well, there you go. I got your MLG. Now give me a minute while I get my heart out of my throat. Oh, my chest is down here, that's right. So many snowballs, I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. Well, I know what I'm going to do with a few of these. I hope you're ready for this. I did this earlier today, but we're going to do it again now. Alright, you're going to stand right over there against the wall. Here we go. Okay, you ready? I'd hit you with a snowball. You've been snowball hit. I threw a snowball at you. Okay. Try bed MLG. I did do bed MLG before. That kills you. Even with feather falling. Oh boy. Okay, what am I here for? I am here to get some redwood. Cool. Torches stocked up. We're going to put in the railing on this right now. Then I got to figure out what all the textures are going to be, because right now I don't know. And then I got to try and finish the roof. Hey, we got it right off the bat. I'm just going to stash this. I'm going to need about 100 million honeycombs to be able to get all this properly done up there. Alright, do we have? Yes, we have some solid glass blocks. We do not have very many solid glass blocks. However, We do have, I believe, some librarians who may or may not sell us some solid glass blocks. Provided, of course, I can figure out where the heck I have hidden my emeralds. Alright, let's go and get myself some solid glass blocks. We're going to put that on there. I don't know if we're going to try tint them or not. We'll try non-tinted at first. Got some librarians down here we can work with. Think we could buy some solid glass blocks from. Okay. That seems about what we need. Alright, next order of business. Get the mangrove fences. Try bed and boat MLG. I do the boat all the time. I don't know how the guy who's Dream, that's his name, how he does his boat flying one. I do bed all the time too, but it kills you if you're not careful. Go too high. And yeah, I am a noob. If you're expecting me to deny it, you're going to be disappointed. I is a noob. Alright, I think I have everything I need here. Let's make some more sticks. And we'll get up some mangrove fence up there. I want some mangrove fence. I want to see how that looks for my railing for right now. Might change it later, but that's what I want right now. Got 64 of these, so I can take those and... there we go. I've got 13 fences. Okay. Now we've got some solid blocks here, or we could use something else. We'll see how it pans out when we get up there. I'll do a bed MLG for you here in just a second, as soon as I get this railing put into place. Might as well. I know right where I could do it. Pretty sure that it does equate to death at this height. You know what? I like it. I like that appearance, like it's a lens. That's what it should look like, so that's what we're going to do. We might try tinted later. Alrighty, so that's what she looks like. I like it. I'm happy with that. Pardon me for yawning. My first lighthouse, you know, I don't think I did too terribly bad. Trying to figure out how I want to do this railing. I want to put a gate in there, not because anybody can go out, but because it provides a bit of depth there, which I like. The red will tie into the roof here shortly. But here's where it gets tough. What do we do about this here? Do we do this, which looks kind of silly? Or do we leave a gap, which also is and looks kind of silly? Or do we put in some kind of a solid block in there? And that I don't know right yet, but I'm thinking about it. I'll figure it out. I think that looks dumb too. For now, let's go ahead and connect it, even though it looks kind of silly. All right, that gives us a nice narrow railing along the top of this. Let's turn this into a gate as well. And then I think this one, let's move it over one. And I just realized I've lost a bunch of blocks that fell off the edge. Please suggest who's the best texture pack, Patrick versus Faithful. Well, it depends on how you want to run things. For me, Patrick looks better, but it's so system intensive, it's practically unplayable unless you have a really excellent system, you know? Do I want to have this be 3 or 1 or 2? So for performance, I'm going to have to say Faithful. It works the best for performance wise, but for looks, just sheer looks and making stuff look really good, got to go for Patrick's. I did use Patrick's for a short period of time. But have stopped using it because I just could not get very good performance out of it. It just slowed down my whole thing. All right, so let's finish this up here. That's going to have 2 gates in it. This will have 1. We need a few more gates and then we're done. We've got this put in. Oh, we need some more railing, but we've got that covered. We just don't have the gates right at the moment. Okay, down below here, we have left myself a table. As if people are going to be coming in here and working, you know, as you would expect. I'll see what kind of material got left before the cleanup grabbed it all when we get done here. And we'll do a bed MLG real quick and try that out. Last time, oh, that's the wrong texture. Come on, give me a break. I thought I was on the right one all this time. Which one do you like better? Do you like Patrick's or Faithful better? Let me know in the chat. There are some other texture packs like Patrick's that are also very good and provide a nice kind of 3D experience. Okay, I believe, except for we're missing, we need one gate. 3 gates. Think we got it. Oh, pardon the bump. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into bed really quick, run down and see what kind of materials we have below, but that's enough to finish the railing. Let's see how it looks from the outside really quick. And it's a tight railing, so that's what I wanted. I wanted a really tight railing. Yeah, I think that will work. Looks really nice and round from a distance, so. Alright, here is your bed MLG that I know I'm going to fail at this time for sure. I succeeded at the other one, but I've got a bed. Can't see it right now, but I think it's down here somewhere. But I have not been able to survive. How do I zoom in? I'm so high up I can't even see where my bed is. Yeah, I won't be able to do your bed MLG, man. But I'll do a boat. I'm so high up I can't even see where the heck the bed is. Oh, I can't even do that. I don't have a boat on me. Well, let's just do a normal run and jump into the water then. Good enough. I know it wasn't quite as exciting for you as bed MLG, but okay, so we need to get some blocks while we're down here. And whatever textures we can find that fell off the edge. There gotta be a few of them. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that if you try to bed MLG and you can't even see the bed, that's probably not gonna have a strong chance of success. Well, according to this, all the textures that I had, or all the blocks that I had down here, are no longer here. It's showing nothing. I don't know where they fell to, but there's nothing on the map and there's nothing anywhere else, so. Let's do a real quick rundown here as I splat myself. Yeah, nothing. Alright, we need 3 more gates, so let's see if we can come up with the materials to make 3 more gates. Then the last order of business will be to get all the netherite stuff ready for our roof. I think we're going to have a red netherite roof when we're all done. Alright, I have no extra mangrove blocks in here. However, I do have a few extra in another location. Just gotta go get them. I bet the wool farm is crowded all over the place by now. We planted these mangrove trees earlier. We were thinking we might use mangrove for the roof initially, but then I decided on the nether brick. I've been burning these roots for fuel. I figured they worked a little better than other stuff that I could use. Alright, well that's enough to get me some planks. I don't want to use it all for planks. We'll just use a few of them. I don't know what we're going to do with the moss. We'll figure that out later, I guess. Put it there for now. Okay, music has died. I just realized that I was into what I was doing. I guess it finished it. Okay, so it says 60 tracks, so I don't know how I could have finished it. Let's see what this Chill Feelings is like. Okay. Alright, let's go do this and finish the railing, and then we need some screenshots. Okay. How does zoom work on this? Okay. There we go. We got a screenshot. I don't know if I should have made the part on top higher or not. I think, though, we've got the scale about right. And then by raising it up a block, we know that the beam can go right out over that fence and it won't be affected by it. And I like how the glass works on it. I kind of wonder if the dome should be a little higher. It doesn't quite feel like a normal lighthouse to me, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm happy that I was able to get this going and make this thing. I'm going to do one change here. Or maybe not. I don't know how that looks from the bottom. Let's find out. I've never looked at that from the bottom. It's gonna be sticking up in the floor a little bit or something. Oh yeah, never mind. We won't do that. That looks bad. And my slab is down one level. Okay, that's not bad. I can get that. Alrighty. On to the next task. So we'll put in the ceiling, maybe later, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, we gotta take a look at this at night, obviously. Yeah, we gotta do that. Let's do that real quick. Got a daytime shot of it. Now we can get a nighttime shot. I don't even know what kind of music this is. Okay. Well, folks, thank you for hanging with me. This season 5 and the end of season 4 has been rough. I appreciate those of you that were able to bear with me all this time. I don't know that we'll be able to see this finished any more than this. This is probably as finished as it's going to get. This is the last live stream here on the Philosophy SMP Season 5 server. I don't know if I'll be back for Season 6. That's up to Ari, and then I've got to decide what I want to do as well. But I hope to be back. I hope I can figure stuff out and figure out what I want to do. Right now, I don't know. Don't know what we're going to stream next week or if we'll even have something to stream. Don't have a plan right now. Have a hardcore series episodic thing to do. Need to finish a few episodes of the episodic content of Philosophy SMP Season 5. So even though the season might be ended, there'll still be a couple episodes coming from me, I think, but I can't commit to that. I don't really know. I know I'm working on a tutorial video right now, and I've got a couple other videos in the works, and I got a lot of footage set aside, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I've got a lot of thinking to do. I got to figure some things out. And big shout out to Ray Cactus. Sorry I stole your sea lanterns, but I did pay you, and I'll owe you one favor for the next season. Apologies to can't pronounce the name, but the first person to come into the stream today, and I didn't even have the screen on right. I'm going to go get the counter set up so that people can skip right to the good stuff from the beginning and skip all that bad stuff. But it's been cool hanging with you guys. Congratulations to Black Belt and his upcoming marriage. I might just take a break for a month or two. I don't even know. Just release a few episodes here and there on YouTube. I don't know yet. But Eric says he'll give me this world, or there'll be a world down. He won't give it to me, but there'll be a world download. And if I get that, perhaps I can come in here and fiddle around with this and finish it out. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I want to do right now. But it's been fun hanging with you guys. I'm glad that I was able to recover and get out of the burnout. It's been a learning experience, and I think I've really grown as a builder and as a person. There's been a lot of growth going on, but there's also been some rough stuff that I wouldn't. I don't think it's worth the cost, that these other things that have happened. So anyway. Catch you guys later. See you hopefully in another stream. I don't know if there will be one or not, but if there is, hopefully I'll see you there, and keep an eye out for that episode of content. Should have the tutorial done hopefully in the next week or two. And then we will start in on millionaire meditations again. Catch you guys later.